The concept originated with Maggie Kang, who co-directed the film with Chris Appelhans, best known for directing Sony's 2021 animated feature Wish Dragon. Although the project has come to be known as the K-pop movie, Kang explained in an interview with Animation magazine that K-pop was actually the last element added. "I wanted to just make a movie that was set in Korean culture," she says. She dove into Korean mythology and demonology to find something that could be visually unique from mainstream media. She was inspired to write a feature film about beautiful female superheroes who were not overly sexualized but still very strong and feminine. "I thought about a daily job that they could do, and K-pop just came to mind and became the pitching point of the movie," she adds. Appelhans joined the project soon after. He had finished work on Rap Dragon and was planning on taking a long break. But when Kang called him and told him about her initial ideas for the project, he was immediately sold and hopped on the project. The core idea also caught the attention of Josh Beveridge, Sony Pictures Imageworks' head of character animation, best known for his work on the Oscar-recognized The Sea Beast and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. The surprising mix of concepts and worlds is what intrigued him the most. From an animation perspective, he saw huge potential to create something visually stunning and different. Long before the visuals took shape, Kang focused on crafting a story with meaningful themes at its core. "I wanted to portray women the way I've always wanted to see women portrayed, especially in superhero movies," she explains. She wanted the characters to be funny, silly, goofy, messy, as well as aspirational and beautiful. Kang also drew inspiration from filmmaker Bong Joon-ho's ability to blend contrasting tones seamlessly. "They're very comical, but they're very dark, and so we try to do that in our film," she said in an interview. From an animation standpoint, Beveridge found the dual nature of the three main characters, both as performers and as everyday girls, an exciting creative challenge. For example, Rumi, the leader, is a hyper-professional perfectionist with a dark secret. She's the ticking time bomb of the movie and holds the secret stress while trying to be perfect. With Mira, she's the tallest, lankiest, has the longest hair, and she's the designer and dancer of the group. She's very flowy with her movements, and the team had fun showing the contrast between how graceful she was to how aggressively direct she can be on stage. Zoe is the youngest of the group and the shortest. The team had to go back and forth between her being bubbly to one of the most intense and fiery of the characters. Kang has mentioned how real-life K-pop stars inspired the various characters. The team made sure not to create direct copies, but they did infuse each character with distinct energy and attitude seen in other K-pop stars. From the bold stage costumes of Blackpink's Jennie to the youthful charisma of Stray Kids and the poised confidence of BTS, the characters delivered a supernatural thrill and doubled as stylish homage to the industry's global icons. The creators of K-pop Demon Hunters brought a sharp focus to every visual element, aiming to capture the electric energy of real-life K-pop performances through animation. The result is a high-octane, visually dazzling experience filled with edgy leather looks, sleek futuristic gear, and irresistibly stylish character designs. But the film isn't just a fashion showcase. The action scenes are deeply rooted in choreography, reflecting the exacting precision, unity, and intensity found in idol group dance routines. Each fight plays out with a sense of rhythm and stylized movement. One especially memorable sequence features the Saja Boys performing a dynamic street dance in laid-back, vacation-inspired outfits, channeling the breezy charm of Astro's After Midnight, and subtly echoing the magnetic presence of Cha Eun-woo on stage. Huntrix, the powerhouse girl group at the heart of the film, exudes sharp style and magnetic presence, an energy that instantly recalls the charisma of real-world K-pop icons. With razor-sharp eyeliner, sleek hairstyles, and bold stage wear reminiscent of 2NE1's unforgettable 2015 Mama performance, their influence is clear. Kang acknowledges the inspiration, citing groups like ITZY, Blackpink, and Twice as key references in shaping Huntrix's aesthetic and emotional tone. The film cleverly blurs the boundary between fantasy and fan culture. Rather than creating direct copies of popular idols, the characters are built from the spirit and attitude of K-pop stardom. For viewers, part of the thrill comes from picking up on the subtle cues, spotting glimpses of familiar personas in entirely original creations. The world of K-pop Demon Hunters feels authentic and recognizable, while still maintaining just enough distance to keep fans intrigued and speculating. Through their research, Kang and Appelhans wanted to make the K-pop backdrop feel as authentic as possible. We drew inspiration from a different set of influences, music videos, editorial photography, K-dramas, concert lighting, a touch of anime, says Appelhans. Korean photography's distinctive approach to lighting faces became an early visual inspiration for the team, but translating that aesthetic into CGI proved to be a major technical challenge. Kang noted that achieving a photographic editorial style in animation required significant experimentation. Fortunately, their collaboration with Sony Pictures Imageworks helped bring that vision to life. The Imageworks team, drawing on their experience with live-action cinematography, brought a fresh approach to lighting and visual tone. Over time, the filmmakers honed a look that leaned heavily into fashion-forward, stylized visuals with a polished, magazine-like quality. While Sony Animation has made its mark with the 2D, 3D hybrid visuals of the Spider-Verse films, Kang and Appelhans deliberately chose a different path. After seeing Spider-Verse for the first time, both were stunned by its groundbreaking visuals and quickly realized that trying to compete on similar stylistic terms would be a losing game. As a result, they intentionally steered away from incorporating 2D elements and instead focused on building a distinctive visual identity grounded in CG. Though anime aesthetics, particularly in facial expressions and tone, played a key role in shaping the film's style, nearly every element was rendered in full CG, with only rare exceptions. Beveridge described the visual approach as one that marries 2D-inspired boldness with a fully three-dimensional visual language. Much of the animation runs on twos, giving the film a rhythmic, graphic feel. But this sharpness is balanced with a sense of softness and glamour, achieved through techniques like lens flares, bokeh effects, and soft focus, adding depth and cinematic flair to the stylized world. One of the creative challenges, Beveridge said, was maintaining that balance between graphic clarity and luxurious editorial polish. A huge theme in the film is about doubting oneself and the things we do to overcome those doubts and believe in ourselves. And this theme is something that attracted the three stars that play the Huntrix trio. Arden Cho, who plays Rumi, said she's always been an introverted and insecure kid with many doubts. But I think maybe even just pursuing this industry and being an actor and trying to be here and do this, Cho says, has been a way for her to overcome this. For Mei Hong, the voice actress behind Mira, she jokes that her internal doubt is from her dad. But in reality, her doubts are thanks to the way the industry has treated women of color, and especially in her experience, Asian American actresses. Hong says she was able to overcome her doubt thanks to the incredible support of her peers and family. Another big reason for the actresses to join the project is the ability to play a character that is Asian American without that being the main characteristic or driving force of the character's arc. They just happen to be awesome and kick butt. Kang and Appelhans enlisted a group of top-level music producers to deliver chart-worthy K-pop tracks for the film, including Teddy Park, who has worked with Blackpink, Grammy winner Lindgren, who has worked with BTS, and Twice, as well as Dua Lipa and John Legend. Grammy-nominated Stephen Kirk, who has worked with BTS and Tomorrow X Together, as well as Jenna Andrews, who's worked with BTS, Drake, and Jennifer Lopez. Executive music producer Ian Eisendrath, whose credits include the Broadway musical Come From Away and the series Only Murders in the Building, was also enlisted for his expertise in telling a story through music. Since K-pop is at the heart of the film, Eisendrath has said, "I've always thought of K-pop as the most theatrical genre of pop, and so I was just instantly excited by the possibilities of what could happen in a narrative context with K-pop songs and artists." Eisendrath worked alongside Kang and Appelhans to ensure that every song was a setup to be a special musical and narrative experience number. Every song had to have a purpose. "We are Asian leads and strong females. We've got the story to tell, and we're here, and we're doing it. So, yay!" Thanks to the wonderful talents of the cast and the co-directors, K-pop Demon Hunter is not just another Netflix hit but a wonderful exploration of overcoming self-doubt. With unique animation, a clever story, and inspiration by leading K-pop groups from all around the world, the movie is sure to be an instant classic.